I don't know, like, for women to have children, to go to work, to do this, do this, do this, do that, do that. I can't stand a male that complains about anything in a patriarchy that's set up for him to win, in a patriarchy that, they abide by these rules, with privilege. You know what I'm saying? And you still can't win. How is any woman supposed to respect that? So that's why when you ladies pick a dusty, you know what I'm saying, they even question you and they start treating you bad because you should know better. And it's like, when are you gonna wake up and get out of it? Like, I'm not the best match for you, is what a dusty is telling you when he treats you bad, when it doesn't feel right, when you have your anxiety in your stomach, when you can't sleep at night, when you get migraines, when you get waking anxiety, because some people get it for work related reasons, relationship reasons, family issue reasons, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, just, if it doesn't feel right, that's probably the reason. And I'm going to break down the foundations, but I really need you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and support to continue pushing me. I'm not getting paid yet. Okay, I might be monetized on 1 or 2 apps, but I play music and I go about life, the way I want to go about it, because I'm a creative and I don't want to stifle my creativity. And right now, when I'm not really monetized, I might as well speak the exact way that I feel and speak on topics that I am a little bit passionate about, at least. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And if I wanted clout, honey, all I gotta do is tell my actual life story, and that's me. I am the clout. Okay, so if I really wanted clout, I would do that. Okay, period. So I'm going this way because I wanted to go slow, because if it would have went fast, I wouldn't have been able to weed out the snakes as easily. But right now, the way I'm doing it, oh yes, it has to be done this way. But I think it's working out so far, so good. I'm learning all these new techniques really quickly, if I do say so myself. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't have any background in videography, but I'm using my transferable knowledge from business and IT, general IT and computer science, to figure this all out. You see how everything that you do in life comes back to actually help you for the most part, if it's like a legitimate skill that's learned. But anyway, I just want to speak on respect and racism. Sometimes I put racism. Is it always racism, or is it just a lack of respect for a certain type of males? You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe it's just a general not respecting of a certain type of males, because certain type of males maybe should have protected certain type of women, way back when, so that certain things may have not taken place in the first place. Who knows? So maybe it's not always racism. Maybe, just playing the Virgo's advocate, maybe it's some certain type of people don't like certain type of males, because it's always a lot of degeneracy that goes along with some of certain type of people. Well, males specifically, and the males influence the women, the women that are not strong-willed enough, that easily goes and flows with degeneracy and don't have logic and reasoning to know when something is objectively just not right. It does not help it's not for the greater good. I'm for the greater good. I'll support people for no reason if I feel that they're going along the path of the greater good. You feel me? So that's my motivation, if you want to say, behind anything. It's the greater good, and making it a better world. I know that sounds cheesy, but yeah, because like I said, there's some people that want to rule over you, that want to make sure you don't have any knowledge about certain things so that they can keep you stuck. And then there are certain people that innately know that certain things are not right and will go seeking for it. Which category do you fall into? Okay, and a certain category is more easily susceptible to taking more advantage of children as well. So it's up to you, but I just want to make you aware of these things. It's up to you what you do with your life, boo. Okay, all right. But again, don't be surprised when certain people don't support you any longer. Like, this goes back to my topic of my beef with couple influencers. Like, it, for the most part, it goes downhill. The man is competing with the woman. Most times he's on the DL, and that's fine if you want to be on the DL, but please don't drag another person into the issue with you. You see what I'm saying? Like, figure it out first. You know what I'm saying? But we can talk about all of that, the LGBTQ, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because Well, particularly one particular alphabet in it. But that's a whole nother topic. Let me know if you want to talk about that. Yeah. Okay, shout out to Kim Parker. Yeah. That's what I meant to say on my other video. I said Nikki Parker instead of Kim Parker. I meant Kim Parker. Yeah, that part. Okay? That was my girl. Okay, like I have two more things. Two more points. Quick points. Well, three. It's a bonus one. So, the family structure. Okay? If there's a proper family structure, and we kind of have to give a little bit of leniency to the generations before us, and we have to know that our strength is our wisdom as the newer generation, and that should allow us to more easily be able to understand the position of the older generation. So they were not perfect, and we will not be perfect for the next generation, and on and on. So me or anyone should not hold certain things against the older generation. You know what I'm saying? If certain people can get past the worst of the worst, you can get past your parents trying to figure it out while they were also going through this freaking matrix that basically just messed up everybody because of certain. If you want to break it down, like, this is how I break it down. Okay, there's a certain population that control, of course, the United States and basically the world, and I feel they operate as maybe a communist type of community, and everyone else has to operate in this matrix type of thing. But that goes deeper and deeper. We can go into that further for those that are interested and things like that. So I have to switch up my voice. I have to give a little bit of deflections and whatever they call it. Because my voice, it depends. It's real nasally. So if I don't give it a little bit of bass, you know what I'm saying? It can sound just terrible, annoying, stuff like that. You feel me? So this is it. Like when I'm just like normal. This is my normal voice and stuff like that. This is as deep as I can go. This is as high as I can go. Okay, let me stop. But yes, back to the family structure. So if there's all else being equal, meaning, the male is a good stand-up guy and has a conscience about him. The woman knows, how to keep it going. Okay, and the child is raised in a decent community, then it relieves the child from certain stresses, which relieves the mother from certain stresses, which makes the father freaking happy. So that's an ideal type of family structure, and for the most part, that's not what's going on nowadays. Nowadays, moms are out there working, moms are out there, doing the manual labor of everything. Moms are out there just momming it up. You know what I'm saying? Like we do. Okay. Well, okay. Like the moms do, you know what I'm saying? Okay. And it's too much on the woman. And no actual man wants it to be so much on the woman because they understand women were not built for all of that. So men like to play their role, women love those type of men. Okay. Peep that. Just keep that in the back of your mind, okay? Okay. One of the last things I'll say is you have to allow men, no matter the type, you have to allow biological men to prove themselves to you, because you have to know, or do they fall on the side of those that have the patriarchal mentality stuck in their head, embedded in their head, you know what I'm saying, or those that don't, you know what I'm saying, or those that are aware and are actively working against that, like, you know what I'm saying. And you have to be careful as well about those that talk the talk. I'm an action type of girl or whatever, so to come back and be a talker is it takes some getting used to or whatever, but whatever. I does this. But yeah, I was off of social media for 5 years for the most part. So getting back on, I just hopped back on and I started interacting with the people that I was interacting with before. But it's not that easy, I guess, to just have a genuine interaction, because I went to school with you, you showed me how to take the bus, for Christ's sakes. We had sleepovers, all sorts of things. And I come back on social media being myself, you know what I'm saying. I just added a brand name and a brand ambassador name in a business, because in 5 years you would expect someone to accomplish certain things that they wanted to accomplish. And the thing is, no one ever really knows anyone until everyone is at the level where they